First of all, I want to wish you a warm welcome to my channel and thank you for your trust and time. And now let's move on to the video. How to destroy a country. Navigating changes and social change, the evolution of traditional values and its impact on peoples. The subject of how and in what way a country is destroyed is complex and multifaceted. There are several factors that can contribute to the collapse or destruction of a nation. Here are some common ways a country can undermine its own well-being. 1. Political instability. Political instability, including corruption, authoritarianism, and weak governance, can have a detrimental effect on a country's development. When leaders prioritize personal gain over the interests of the nation, it can lead to economic mismanagement, social unrest, and loss of public trust. 2. Economic mismanagement. Bad economic policies, misallocation of resources, excessive debt and lack of investment in critical sectors can seriously damage the economy. High inflation, unemployment, income inequality and unsustainable fiscal practices can lead to social unrest and economic collapse. 3. Social polarization. When a country experiences deep social divisions based on factors such as ethnicity, religion, or socio-economic status, it can lead to social unrest and political instability. Failure to address social inequality and promote inclusiveness can fuel tensions, hinder social cohesion and ultimately undermine the stability of a nation. 4. External conflicts and wars. Engaging in protracted armed conflicts, internally or with other nations, can destroy a country. Wars result in loss of life, displacement of people, destruction of infrastructure and depletion of vital resources that could be used for development and improvement of living conditions. 5. Failure to adapt to global change. In today's interconnected world, countries need to adapt to global economic, technological and social change. Failure to keep pace with progress, innovation and developing international trends can leave a nation or state lagging behind other states, leading to economic stagnation and loss of competitiveness. It is important to note that these factors can often be interrelated, and the destruction of a country or state is rarely attributed to a single cause. Rather, it is often a combination of various internal and external factors that gradually erode a nation's stability, development, and overall well-being. Does the destruction of traditional values mean the total collapse of a state? The destruction of traditional values, in my personal opinion, means the total collapse of a country. And we can all notice that on the televisions that non-stop advertise immoral values, black chronicles and everything that is immoral, and it is shown that it is all good and beautiful. It mostly affects children and thus they are brainwashed, mostly through video games that contain violence, movies with immoral values and many other things. It is hitting directly at the foundations of a country. When you destroy the moral values of children, then the breakup of families leads to serious problems in society, and finally, most of those children, watching movies and bad propaganda, end up in prisons because of crime, and some even reach out to own life. I understand that traditional values are needed and can develop and change over time as society progresses and adapts to new circumstances, but this should also be with the help of television and politicians who will advocate for the public good of all and not to see only personal interest and material benefit. Social norms and values are not static and therefore may vary in different cultures and generations. However, significant social changes, especially if they occur rapidly and without balance or consensus, can create social tensions and management challenges. When there is widespread rejection of traditional values without corresponding establishment of new social norms, it can lead to social instability and divisions. The impact of such changes on the stability and future of the state depends on various factors, including the degree of resistance, the effectiveness of governance and the ability to manage social transitions. In some cases, the erosion of traditional values can lead to increased polarization, social unrest and loss of social cohesion, which can have negative consequences for the stability and functioning of a state. It is important to recognize that social values naturally evolve over time, and societies must find ways to navigate these changes while they maintain the feeling of unity and stability. Successful management of social transitions requires open dialogue, inclusiveness, respect for different perspectives and effective governance that addresses the needs and aspirations of different segments of society. Of course, continuing from the previous answer, I would like to make a few additional points regarding the destruction of traditional values and its potential implications for a state. 1. Cultural identity and cohesion. Traditional values often contribute to a society's cultural identity and sense of cohesion. When those values are eroded or significantly challenged, it can lead to a loss of identity and a fragmented society. Cultural identity plays a key role in fostering social unity and collective action, and its erosion can weaken social ties and hinder cooperation between citizens. 2. Moral framework and social order. Traditional values often provide a moral framework that guides society and social behavior and establishes social norms. These values can promote social order, ethics, and a sense of responsibility among individuals. If traditional values are discarded without replacement or alternative, it can create a moral vacuum and lead to uncertainty, ethical dilemmas, and the breakdown of social order. 3. Generational divide. Changes in traditional values are often associated with a generation gap. Younger generations may accept new ideas and values that challenge established norms, while older generations may feel a sense of loss and resistance to change. Wide differences in values and beliefs between generations can disrupt social cohesion and create intergenerational tensions. 4. Political and social reactions. The destruction of traditional values can cause political and social reactions of sections of the population that are deeply rooted in the values. This can lead to the rise of populist movements, social conservatism, and even extremist ideologies, as some individuals seek to protect or revive what they consider traditional norms. Such reactions can further polarize society and contribute to political instability. 5. Potential for renewal and progress. Although the erosion of traditional values can have negative consequences, it can also open doors to new ideas, innovation, and progress. Acceptance of changes and adaptation of social values to new realities can encourage social and economic development. Balancing continuity with necessary adaptations is essential for societies to evolve and thrive. It is important to note that the impact of the destruction of traditional values on the state will vary depending on the specific context, cultural dynamics, and the way of managing social changes. Successful societies often find a way to manage the tensions between tradition and progress, integrating valuable aspects of both to build a more inclusive, cohesive, and resilient future. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, or write in a comment. I would like to read your opinion too.